With the Diwali season over, it doesn't mean that the smartphone sales and offers are also over. In fact, if you have a budget of about 25,000 rupees and want to get the best smartphone deal, well, this is the only video that you need to watch. Also, for clarity, the 5 smartphones I'm suggesting in this video are tested by us at Fiber, and these are some of the best devices you can buy right now in November. So without further ado, here are the best smartphones you can buy in India for under 25,000 rupees. Let's get started. So let's start with the Poco X6 Pro, a device that is the best gaming phone for under 25,000 rupees right now, in my opinion, or for that matter, the best all-round packages that you can buy at this budget right now. With the MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra processor coupled with up to 12 GB RAM options and up to 512 GB storage, this phone delivers fast performance. Which also makes me wonder that why haven't other phone manufacturers also used the MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra processor in their phones at this price point. Now, I remember testing the Poco X6 Pro extensively. We even did a gaming test, and the phone is capable enough to run games like Call of Duty Mobile and BGMI at up to 120 FPS settings with minimal lag and stutter. During the test, the maximum surface temperature that I recorded reached about 40.5 degrees Celsius, which again is not bad for a phone at this price point. But apart from gaming too, the 6.67-inch AMOLED display has a smooth 120Hz refresh rate, which is solid for multimedia consumption. It is bright and punchy and colorful. The large 5000 mAh battery under the hood with support for 67-watt fast charging ensures the phone easily lasts you a full day. The triple rear camera setup featuring a 64 megapixel OIS lens takes nice photos in a variety of lighting conditions. Basically, the X6 Pro has all the ingredients of a super phone at a reasonable price. I mean, if all this information is not enough, the Poco X6 Pro, unlike its peers, has LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage, just like how flagship phones have. This means faster read and write speeds, meaning the app launches and device responsiveness are relatively faster, along with quick file transfers. Now, of course, with all the raw hardware and solid performance, I'm also pretty sure about one thing, that the Poco X6 Pro is not winning any design awards, which brings me to the next phone on our list. So if you want a phone that stands out, that has a unique design, in that case you might want to consider the Nothing Phone 2A. Now, the Nothing Phone 2A comes with a transparent back design and integrated glyph lights. I mean, this phone simply looks snazzy. However, beyond the snazzy design, the phone is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7200 Pro chip, which delivers reliable performance. Again, if you're a hardcore gamer, then your undisputed choice should be the first phone that I suggested, the Poco X6 Pro 5G. But if you want a little bit of everything, you want good performance, you want good cameras, reliable software, etc., then the Nothing Phone 2A also delivers. In fact, the software experience courtesy of Nothing OS atop Android 14 delivers a clean and intuitive user experience, and unlike any other phone, you see, not only is the software experience clean and bloatware free, but it also has some character and something that you enjoy using in day-to-day life. Granted, you love software that are closer to stock Android feel. Additionally, the Phone 2A features a dual rear camera system headlined by a 50 megapixel primary lens with OIS, and you'll get up to 12 GB RAM and 256 GB storage. This is again more than enough to fill up your photos and videos, but again, the 512 GB storage option is again better on the Poco X6 Pro. You see, the Nothing Phone 2A is not the only phone on our best phones list that has a unique design. In fact, this phone, the Lava Agni 3, is also one heck of a looker, and while it doesn't have the crazy glyph lights at the back, it sure does have a full-fledged mini screen. Now, something like this was last seen on the Mi 11 Ultra about 3 years ago, and that phone costed about 70,000 rupees, but even that phone had a 1.1-inch screen, while the Lava has a decent-sized 1.7-inch screen. Now, this is again for someone who wants to buy a phone to show off some cool technology. Well, trust me, when you place this phone face down on the table, it will surely garner attention. But even beyond garnering attention, I found the mini screen on the Lava Agni 3 pretty useful. I mean, for taking calls of someone like me who takes voice notes, I don't even have to pick up the phone in my hand. The phone is placed on the table face down, I can record on the mini screen, and that's about it. In fact, with the mini screen, using the rear camera as a selfie camera is again pretty slick. However, if camera performance is your topmost priority in a smartphone at this price point, well, I wouldn't suggest going for the Lava Agni 3. But I would add that you can buy this phone for a gorgeous curved AMOLED display which gets plenty bright. The phone's design is again sleek and handy considering this is a big phone. It is relatively light. With the Dimensity 7300X chip, 8GB RAM and up to 256GB storage, overall performance is also pretty good. Also, part of the reason for the good performance is the software on board, which is clean, smooth and bloatware free, something I never thought I would say for a Lava smartphone. Alright, the fourth recommendation on the best phones list is the Motorola Edge 50 Fusion, and just like the Nothing Phone 2a and the Lava Agni 3, this phone also stands out for its design. And no, it doesn't have the glyph lights or the mini screen, but what it does have is the fact that this is a big phone with a 6.7-inch display, but it is sleek at just 175 grams in weight. In the vegan leather finish, this phone is a classic example of a slab phone that just looks and feels quite premium for its price. But beyond the ravishing looks, it also comes with some nifty additions like a 144Hz plastic OLED display. Now, does it feel all that different from a 120Hz panel? Maybe not, but it sure does feel good to say that my phone has a 144Hz screen, and the screen itself is gorgeous, colorful and contrasty. Performance is also fine, nothing fancy like the POCO X6 Pro, but it gets the job done. Camera performance is also good. If you're someone who likes Motorola's HDR-ish take on color science, you'd be absolutely fine with this phone. Also, since the software on board is clean and you get the essential Motorola features up top, the overall user experience is nice and snappy. Plus, despite being a lightweight phone, it still has a 5000 mAh battery with 68-watt fast charging support. Now, unlike other phones on this list that have a IP53 rating or IP54 rating, the Motorola Edge 50 Fusion has IP68 rating. So, on paper at least, or technically saying, this one should be the best when it comes to surviving dust and water. Now, every phone on this list has something special about them. They have some good KSP, because of which I'm suggesting you, and you can go and buy these devices and your money will be well spent. However, if you're one of those who prioritizes brand value first, and maybe a Lava or a Nothing phone might be great, but you want to buy a phone from a tried and tested brand, in that case, consider this one, the OnePlus Nord CE4. Now, the OnePlus Nord CE4 is a phone that I can say that this phone is a jack of all trades. I mean, what is the feature that you don't want missing in a sub 25,000 rupees smartphone? AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate and decent brightness. The Nord CE4 has it, and the screen is flat and one of the best in the segments. Maybe you want performance and reliable software, well, that's also covered. The Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 chip is an efficient SoC and can easily handle day-to-day tasks along with some gaming too. Once again, I will slide in the POCO X6 Pro here, so of course the Nord CE4 might not be able to match the gaming prowess of the POCO, but for most folks it should suffice. Coming to software, well, Oxygen OS is clean, snappy, user-friendly, and yes, you do get 5 to 6 preloaded apps, but those can be uninstalled. Also, among all the phones on the list, this one has the biggest battery at 5500 mAh and fastest charging at 100 watts. But beyond all the features, if you want a phone from a reliable brand, well, the Nord CE4 is one of the best you can buy for about 25,000 rupees. With that, I know that this one's been a long video for a best phones list, but you guys tell me which among these 5 will you prefer to buy in the comments, and I will catch you all in the next one. For all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Fiber. Thank you for watching.